The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right, y'all know our job is to keep our finger on the pulse of the community. And there's something big going on or went on last night, and Detective Rob got caught up in it and came out the other side disappointed. I don't know whether disappointed is the right word, Riggins. Lindsay, do you think more devastated would be his tone today?
I would say devastated. Okay. Yeah.
So
he seems sad.
Rob, you want to explain to everybody your the trauma you went through?
Sure. I decided yesterday afternoon that I was going to stay up until midnight to try to pre-order the Switch 2. I was going to go through Best Buy because that's where I buy all my stuff.
Okay, now that's a video game thing, right? A handheld, like a mobile video game.
It's the new Nintendo console coming out in June.
Okay.
So Best Buy was shut down from midnight until about 12:20 or 12:30ish. And then you could get in and you could see that it was coming soon. So like then another 10 minutes later or so, it said you could join a queue, and it says it would put you in line to pre-order that Switch. And I just decided at that point, I need to go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do I hate about that? What he just said, Riggins? You know,
a lot.
Yeah, they call it a queue.
Yeah, I hate that.
And pre-order. Well,
not as much that as the queue, because we're Americans. We don't wait in queues. We wait in line.
I think they may have said in line, but I think that I use queue.
Right, I know, because you want to be European so badly, so badly.
Mm-hmm.
We should go to the metric system.
Yeah,
he always makes the argument for that.
Commie.
So why didn't you just try a different website if the Best Buy was down?
Oh, Best Buy is the only place I was going to buy it from because I get rewards from Best Buy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's called Best Buy, Lindsay. Gosh.
Sorry. And then my next question is, when will you be able to get one since you didn't get one now?
Oh, I don't know, but I was going to buy it and flip it.
That's what I was going to ask. Is it like the last Nintendo Switch where people are going to be paying a fortune for it aftermarket?
I don't want to spend $500 on a console for me right now. Mm-hmm. I want to spend $500 to maybe gain some dollars down the road.
Like how much could you sell it for?
I mean, I don't know, because it just depends on the demand for it and how much they had made already. I don't know the market for it currently out.
So my son got the last one when everybody was clamoring for it and paying $500,000, $700,000 for it, because one of his buddies had it because his family has money and stuff, so they were able to snatch it up. Whatever, and he sold it to my son for like $50 or something because he needed to buy weed.
Yeah,
and he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go to his family and ask for weed money, so he sold it to my son. And didn't my son try to resell it to you, Riggins?
Over cost. I was like, dude, I'm your friend. He tried to like hustle me. I was like, I'm like twice your age. What are you doing? He's like, I got one if you need one. Right during the pandemic, I really wanted one. I'll sell you mine. Over retail.
Could you potentially lose? You could potentially lose money on it.
I mean, eventually I'm going to want one. So if I bought it and there wasn't as high a demand for it, I would have kept it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That was not my intention when I was staying up to buy it.
Okay. Well, Godspeed to you on the next try.
Thank you.
Now, I have something I'm going to confide in everyone with next, and I'm just going to trust when I beg you not to tell my wife.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, so that's next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, look at me, always slaving over a hot microphone. Look, the big celebration and fundraiser for Peyton's Promise is coming up June 14th. We've been telling you about that. Also, I hate to nag, because I've been nagging this whole time. Make sure you go get subscribed to TJ Riggins Prime and Prime Plus, because that's where you get the information about tickets and locations and all of that kind of stuff that you'll need. You'll get that first if you're a subscriber. And you got to have that done by May 8th, because that's when the next round of information is coming. So go to tjriggins.com, subscribe to Prime and Prime Plus, get that info about the celebration time, and then the, of course, the big Peyton's Promise fundraiser. It's all tied in together in a nice little package.
The Charlotte area is lucky to have experts like Bradham Comfort Services to help with all your HVAC and electrical needs. Do you need a generator installed or serviced? they can handle that too. Go to bradhamcomfort.com to check out their 50th anniversary specials and to schedule your HVAC, electrical, and generator service or installation today. That's bradhamcomfort.com for Bradham Comfort Services, servicing the Charlotte area for 50 years. That's bradhamcomfort.com.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The TJ Riggins 24/7 Carolina stream is available in the Media Center at tjriggins.com. Sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamond. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this because I'm asking Riggins, you, and especially you and Lindsay, not as much Rob because he doesn't talk to my wife as often as you and Lindsay do, which I think is, you're talking to my wife a couple times a day now, right?
No.
I mean, she'll pop up and go, well, I was talking to Riggins today. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably talk to her a handful of times a week.
mm-hmm. And then Lindsay talks to her all the time because if I say something about, well, Lindsay, da-da-da-da, I know.
Oh.
She told me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, I'm going to, please don't tell her about this. And John and Joan Q, listener / radio family, if you see my wife or you don't say it or don't DM her or anything. I was running a little late this morning and I didn't have time to do my full breakfast. So on, let's see, Easter Day, I made this strawberry cake that my wife didn't like because it was a poke cake where you pour the stuff down through the cake and it soaks it up, and it's strawberry. And I made this strawberry sauce that went over it, and then fresh strawberries, and then freeze-dried strawberries crushed up with golden Oreos to sprinkle over the top with the homemade whipped cream. The whole thing. She didn't like it.
What's not to like?
It was kind of like a tres leches kind of deal, but it was dos leches.
Yeah, right.
And I don't like wet bread.
Oh,
so
okay.
I didn't realize it was going to be that until it came out, and I said, "Oh, this is kind of like strawberry shortcake." Well, I don't like strawberry. I wanted plain box strawberry cake with canned icing. Whatever.
She wanted a dry cake.
Yeah. So anyway, there was some of that sauce left, that strawberry sauce.
Uh-oh.
That's made with sweetened condensed milk. Let's see what. Oh, and a can of strawberry pie filling, and then something else blended together. So
You're speaking my language.
I know. So I didn't have. I had to have something, or I'd be starving in here. And Lindsay hasn't brought any snacks in for a long, long time. It's almost as if she's forgotten. And so I did have time to go grab a flour tortilla and dip it, tear it into pieces, and dip it into that leftover strawberry sauce.
That sounds amazing.
It was delicious.
It's like a crepe.
Yeah,
Just not.
Until I remembered, you know what? I got a bunch of those golden Oreos left that I didn't use. So,
Oh, wow. Dragging it through?
dunking.
Oh, God.
Dunked a golden Oreo
Dunking.
into that chocolate sauce. Strawberry sauce. And I
You should have
felt
waited till they got soft.
I did.
Did you wait till they
Yeah,
get?
yeah,
Oh,
just like I was doing it in milk.
Like
Yeah,
soaking them
I
in
mean-
it.
Oh man,
Holy cow.
I know.
Wow.
That's my kind of breakfast.
Yeah, and I know my wife would say that's some 1,000-pound sisters blank there. That's what that is.
Well,
Lindsay called
they
it
had
like
the right idea.
Yeah.
She said it's like a crepe. It's like a white trash crepe, like with
Yeah.
tortillas.
Hey, but the tortilla was a carb light
Oh, it was?
tortilla. Yeah, so
You're saving carbs.
yeah. And just-
It's basically a diet food.
And then
Yeah.
I may have just said, wonder what it would taste like if I sipped it. And I just took a sip of that strawberry sauce. And you know what? It was fantastic.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at TJRiggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
All right, so we talked about this earlier. The top trending topic is the Nintendo Switch 2, specifically how it affected Walmart, Target, Best Buy, even Amazon saw disruptions in their internet service, their websites, because there was so much traffic on them, people trying to get this new Nintendo console. It'll set you back $449. This is a handheld video game console. Very exciting for a lot of nerds out there.
Yeah, and console means video gaming system.
System, yeah. I guess we used to call them a system.
Yeah, my age people say, you say console, you're talking about their car, something in their car, console.
Yeah.
And the center console is between the seats.
The original Nintendo is called the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, I think is what it was. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are excited for the Switch too, and it's also the second top trending topic. Mm-hmm. You're not now. Jody likes Pac-Man and stuff like that. Miss Pac-Man, but that's not a Nintendo thing, right? That's an Atari thing.
Atari, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I got her that little tabletop thing for her birthday of Miss Pac-Man.
Right.
And I said, that was a stupid gift, wasn't it? And she goes, no. She goes, a lot of times I put it because it's better on the table than holding it in my lap, and so I sit in my office in there and play it.
Get video of her playing Miss Pac-Man in her office in those big readers. I want to see that.
Those big readers and the space heater under the desk at all times of the year.
I love that. Lindsay, does
it play the noises of Miss Pac-Man as well?
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't turn that on, though, I don't think.
Lindsay, is this a system that you would buy for your kids, like a Nintendo?
I pray not.
What? I pray not.
I think we're gonna have to head down that road eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still little for that, though.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They can't even figure out the TV remote. Yeah.
Stupid kids. You kids are stupid.
Yeah. They're so dumb.
That littlest one, that younger one's illiterate completely, isn't he? The boy one. Can he?
The boy. Oh yeah, he can. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's illiterate.
He might be the gamer though. He might be the gamer in the family.
He might. Yeah.
He can't read or write.
No.
Today is National Pigs in a Blanket Day. National Pigs in a Blanket Day. So cocktail weenies wrapped up in what is it?
Crescent roll.
Crescent rolls.
My kids love a pig
I
in a
do
blanket.
too. I do too. But I don't mess with a cocktail weenie. Little Smokies.
Little Smokies. What's the difference?
Smokies.
A cocktail weenie, I think, is just it's a wiener, and a Smoky is a sausage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't make these with like Vienna sausages, right?
Oh no. Those little smoky smoked sausages.
Yeah.
That people put in a crock pot with barbecue sauce for parties and stuff. If it's a sweet party.
It's a very, very nice party.
I love that stuff, though. God, I love it.
Yeah, they look really good. So today is National Pigs in a Blanket Day. And then yesterday, the government announced that they're going to do away with like all artificial food dyes by the end of next year. Mm-hmm. So they've already banned, I think it's Red 3, one of these artificial food dyes. But these are petroleum-based food dyes that are in our food that have been approved by the FDA. But the government says they're going to work on getting rid of all of these dyes by the end of next year.
They're absolutely delicious too. It's a shame.
Yeah, that's what they always say. It adds no flavor or anything to it. Well, then why does all of our stuff taste better than what you get in Europe?
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. I guarantee our Cheetos are better than their Cheetos.
Oh yeah. A Brit can't handle a flaming hot anything.
No, sir, not at all. People think it's trashy, but it's really not. It's nice. Coming up next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Kinshow Cocktails by RSRV Collective are premium non-alcoholic drinks. Now, they're crafted to deliver bold, sophisticated flavors inspired by classic cocktails, but with alcohol-free indulgence. Now, my wife Jody turned me on to this, and you can get a huge discount, 30% off right now, when you use the code TJ at tjriggins.com/deals. That's 30% off with the code TJ at tjriggins.com/deals.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Media Center at TJRiggins.com and watch the TJ and Riggins Show, extra funny and new playlists. TJ Riggins TV is sponsored by Cozy Earth. Get that amazing 41% off deal that TJ has at our deals page using code TJ. TJRiggins.com/deals.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
So TJ talked a couple weeks ago about the rise in tramp stamps among Gen Z.
Mm-hmm. They're going back to it.
They're embracing the tramp stamp that the millennials tried to get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know any millennials that had one. Was it a Gen X thing or was it a millennial thing?
I think it was the Gen X and the upper end of the millennial.
Okay.
My age.
Yeah.
Did you know friends that had tramp stamps, Lindsay?
All my friends. I went with my 2 college roommates to get one, and one of the roommates passed out while she was getting it. Literally passed out.
Was she drunk already or just from the pain?
From the pain, I guess. I don't know.
Mm.
Wow. Passing out.
A big moon with stars. It was like a solar system on her back.
Oh, but that's a cool tattoo.
I mean, especially since she's probably an astrophysicist now.
Yeah, of course.
She's like Neil deGrasse Tyson with the tramp stamp. I love it. But I think it's cool to reclaim something and say, hey, you know what? We don't consider it trashy anymore. It's taking what do they call that? We're taking it back, or we're empowering this, or whatever buzzword it is. But they don't think they're trashy anymore. Do you still think that they're trashy, TJ?
I never would call them trashy, but I did go by that philosophy that everybody would say is that you don't put a bumper sticker on a Mercedes or you don't put a bumper sticker on a Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just like the neck tattoos or the face tattoos. It just tells you what to expect.
Yeah. Now you have nice taste, TJ. Lindsay, you have good taste. What is something that you see that people think is fancy or glamorous, but you really think it's kind of trashy? Is there anything like sticks out like that?
Oh yeah, for me, it's
like what?
Jewelry on men.
Ooh, good one. Good example.
Yeah, I don't like more than a watch and a wedding ring on a man.
Yeah,
necklaces and rings and bracelets and things like that. I just, I watch baseball a lot, and every baseball player wears a big chain for some reason.
Yeah, they do like
Kyle
a thick chain.
So Kyle still wears one?
Still. It's not thick. It's like a little, and it's some kind of saint you Catholics know about. I don't know. But it's like the saint of healing or something. When he got injured, somebody gave it to him. Still wears it.
Yeah.
But it's not, I'm with you, TJ. It's weird, like, to me.
Especially if they wear it on the outside of the shirt.
Oh.
Riggins, I know she didn't ask me what was classy, so I'm a little upset.
Well, do you have a good one?
No, I don't.
No. I have a good one, though. The belly chain. People were trying to bring that back, and it connects to your belly ring. A belly ring's another one.
Yeah.
Like it's old. That's been done, and now they're trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
But did they ever think it was classy though, or sophisticated looking? Did anybody do it for those? This is a 14 karat gold chain with diamonds in it, and of course.
I don't know.
It's fancy. Like I even have jewelry around my belly. Like I've got, I'm so decked out with jewelry and stuff like that.
We thought we were fancy when we wore it. We weren't.
Yeah. There's a lot of funny answers on the internet about this particular topic. Things that you think are fancy but are actually pretty trashy by everybody else. Displaying empty liquor bottles in your house.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something you grow out of, though.
Mm-hmm. What about super, super expensive jerseys?
Ooh, interesting. Yeah.
Ooh. You can't dress up a jersey. How much it costs.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Get the latest extra funny episode at TJRiggins.com, all major podcast platforms, and on YouTube. Thank you for joining us.
In 3, 2, 1.
This is TJ and Riggins. is new radio? New radio is
Streaming everywhere.
listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central.
Oop, I hit two buttons at the same
I was like, wait a minute.
Because I'm trying to not look at this board so much because it looks weird on camera. All right, start over.
What is new radio? New radio is
Streaming everywhere.
listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So Rob did a great job of editing that thing because it was driving me nuts because the lady was saying stream it literally anywhere. And I had him take out the literally part of that because it was driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Good job, Rob. But as we speak about Brother Rob has something he would like to confess because it seems as if he is a thief of intellectual properties. And he wants to make amends here in front of everyone to his victim.
Okay.
So with my D&D friend group,
Dungeons and Dragons.
yes, whenever someone says something that's slightly stupid or whatever, I always do the
Oh my God, you're so stupid. You're so stupid.
and
Oh my God.
I take credit. I've not told them that I didn't come up with it, and they laugh every time. It kills every time, and I just let them believe that I came up with it.
Which is a Riggins thing.
That is indeed a Riggins.
You
thing.
don't give Riggins credit.
But I don't know that I made that up.
I thought I've never heard anybody but you do it.
I don't even know where.
I think I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm
think
stealing
it was
from you then.
I think it was TJ first, and then now I say it. You say it, Riggins.
Oh my God, Rob, you're so stupid. I can't believe how stupid. I bet you feel so dumb.
Well, I'm sorry I've stolen from you then, TJ.
Well, I don't mind. You know.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Don't give me credit for anything. But I'm not that way. I'm a better person than that. As a matter of fact, there is a phrase that a preacher friend of mine says all the time, and I'm going to start using it on things as a sign off for like my political show and things like that. I'm having lunch with him Monday to ask his permission to use his phrase.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we're just two different people, Rob. That's all.
I guess you're just better than me.
Yeah.
And his phrase is, God loves you and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh, I've heard you say that.
Yeah.
that.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. And if he says no, then we're not friends anymore. He's gonna be like, okay, well, are we talking about you going to be profiting from that? I'm going to need my cut, 10%.
Sure.
10% to the pastor of disaster.
Listen, if that pastor says that,
Oh, he won't. He's the sweetest ever. I'm just trying to, use that to get a free lunch out of him.
Sure.
Like, hey, church paying for this, right, brother?
yeah, put your church credit card down.
You already paid for that lunch.
Awesome.
But yeah, Rob, go ahead. You're not worried. Well, they don't listen to the show, so I was gonna say you're not worried now. They're gonna hear you, and
No.
and otherwise somebody would have said, oh, you got that from TJ and Riggins.
Right.
Yeah, so you can do all
sure.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I try to find new things to incorporate to make them think I'm funnier. So
Yeah,
I'm always on the lookout.
If those nerds weren't a bunch of atheists, you'd be able to use that God loves you and ain't nothing you can do about it to them. But
Yeah.
you don't want to get them all up in arms,
Yeah, they might
Yeah.
throw you
wanting to
out.
fight you, wanting to hit you with a trident or something. Whatever you use in Dungeons and Dragons.
Sorry, guys. I'm switching out. DND for GOD. You feel me?
You want to talk about Elon Musk? We talk about Doge. Is what we're going to talk about.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So I just tried Mandu and it is freaking awesome. You need to check this out. It's a trainer-led electro-muscle stimulation workout that increases energy, endurance, and strength. So just 15 minutes at Mandu is like 6 hours in the gym. So So say goodbye to plateauing and achieve your fitness goals with Mandu. If you want to give it a try, your first session is absolutely free. So sign up at mandu.com or go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Media Center at TJRiggins.com and watch the TJ and Riggins Show, extra funny and new playlists. TJ Riggins TV is sponsored by Cozy Earth. Get that amazing 41% off deal that TJ has at our deals page using code TJ. TJRiggins.com/deals.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right, make sure you subscribe to TJ Riggins Prime and Prime Plus. We got that big fundraiser for Peyton's Promise coming up, and to celebrate ACE, called Celebration. And you'll get all the information about it and an opportunity to buy tickets for it if you are a member. You'll get the opportunity first if you're a member of the Prime and Prime Plus. TJRiggins.com is where you get signed up. Now, yesterday, Riggins had shown me a guy on the internets that I just absolutely love, and I started following. But I think I like this guy even more. He is a Southern fella that you'll be able to tell with his accent. He's in his car. He's wearing a khaki suit with a green bow tie, very nicely dressed and very, very Southern gentleman looking.
Yep.
And he's telling people they need to clean things up in their lives. Listen.
You know, sometimes people will see me and say, "Oh, you're so dressed up today. You look so nice." And I just want to reply sometimes, "Why don't you? Why are you so slouchy? Why are you out in public in your pajamas? Why are you wearing a dirty T-shirt? Or even worse, one that says a nasty word on it? Mm-hmm. Why don't you have pride in your appearance? Why aren't you dressing to impress?" You know, a lot of people say that that's gone by the wayside now. And I will tell you, having style and dressing like you give a damn will never go out of style. It's the same for setting your table when guests come over. When you make an effort, people notice. Whenever I am dressed the way that I am always dressed, I will tell you this. I will always get the best table. I will always get upgraded to first class if there is a seat available. I will always be treated with courtesy and respect. But if that's not your game, then be slouchy and gross. I don't care.
I love it. I love it.
Slouchy and gross.
It's kind of an old school mentality too. Like I remember my grandmother never not wearing makeup. Like even if she was just around my grandfather, like her telling me. And now people just go, I mean, I'm not saying do that, but it's an old school mentality, right? Yeah,
it's putting your best foot forward and how you want the world to see you. It is. And he reminds me of, he sounds like, what was the guy's name that I like? So Leslie Jordan. Leslie Jordan. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Certainly
God
does.
rest his soul, little Leslie. Wearing pajamas out and then wearing shirts that have cussing on them. And all those are all things that I said, you know? And, I don't know whether if I followed him and looked at his stuff every day, he'd end up getting on my nerves. Because usually that's what happens. I get all gung-ho on something. I'm going to follow them. And then the next thing you know, I'm just scrolling past it until I finally just unfollow.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, this guy's from Alabama. His name's Charlie Dessy, if anybody wants to, because I'm sure people will want to know where to follow him. He's on TikTok. Got a lot of followers. So somebody's listening to him.
Yeah.
500,000 people.
What's his name? Charlie Dessy?
Charlie Dessy, D-E-S-I.
From Alabama.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed Alabama. I was thinking... like, say, Albany, New York.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, that's cool, though.
Yeah.
So. But, I mean, be slouchy if you want. I don't give a damn.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins. TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Okay, gotta make a statement here. We were just talking about the guy who was saying dress better and all of that stuff. And I said I was going to be following him because I liked what he had to say in that one thing. Then I went and looked at his Instagram, scrolled through his pictures, and there's a picture of him flipping off a Tesla truck. So he's one of those. So I will not be following him. He can go kick rocks, pound sand, whatever.
You take it back.
Yeah, because obviously he's not a classy person either, as he's talking about.
Got it. Mm-hmm. Little note there to pay attention to. Walmart, Amazon, and Target are all the top trending topics, along with Best Buy, because the Nintendo Switch 2 went up for pre-order last night. It's a new Nintendo gaming system available for $449. Pretty expensive.
Yeah. Now, I know them Japanese is supposed to be real smart.
Yeah.
But somebody needs to tell them there ain't no such thing as pre-ordering anything.
Yeah,
pre-order means you ain't ordered a thing. You're just sitting there. I'm pre-ordering LSU clothes right now from Fanatics.
Right.
You know, I'm pre-ordering a new car.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Sitting here talking to y'all.
You're pretty doing a lot of
Right
things.
Yeah. So, tell them.
In Japanese?
Yeah, I don't know how to say it in Japanese, but somebody needs to get them on the horn.
Put pre-order into Rosetta Stone and let them know, please.
So, you can't order something before you order. I don't know how it is in Japan, but here in U.S. America, you can't order something before you order it. Pre means before.
So Nintendo Switch 2, also one of the top trending topics. That'll be a big story today. Demi Moore. She's been voted the most beautiful person in the world, according to People magazine. That's a pretty good pick. The picture that they're using on the cover here, she is unbelievably beautiful.
Yeah, she is. She's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Most beautiful person in the world? Then?
No. Where? Because there was a quote about that was such a perfect, overly dramatic celebrity quote.
Really?
Yeah, and I almost cussed. Okay, here it is. She tells People magazine how she used to torture herself to stay in shape, but has developed a more relaxed relationship with her body.
A more relaxed relationship with her body. What's wrong with that?
Well, just say she doesn't worry about it quite as much, or she doesn't stress about it now.
Yeah.
You don't have a more relaxed relationship with your body.
Yeah, so stupid.
You don't have a relationship with your body.
Yeah.
Ugh.
My relationship is strained. It's like
man.
with my body.
Yeah.
We're in conflict right now.
We are in major conflict. We probably should be in some sort of therapy.
I
Therapy.
haven't spoken to my body in years. Obviously.
You've got no contact with your body.
Yeah, we're completely estranged.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So, yeah, most beautiful person in the world. That's something. Today's National Take Your Sons and Daughters to Work Day. I believe they each have their own individual day, but this is for both of them. So, bring your sons and daughters to work.
Is it each has an individual day, or just the daughters have an individual day?
Oh, I always thought they each had their own day. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Back in my younger years, it was only the daughter.
Right.
Oh, really?
And now, but now they've.
Yeah.
You got to do both.
Boys' rights.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, the big celebration of ACE and the Peyton's Promise fundraiser is Saturday, June 14th. Make sure you subscribe to Prime and Prime Plus at tjriggins.com to get all the ticket information first. Hey, it's TJ, and if you need anything when it comes to real estate, then you have to talk to our friends, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Why? Because they're the experts when it comes to anything real estate. They even fly all over the world and teach other people how to do what they do. Jody and I have always used the Temple team, and we love every one of them. Yes, even Kent Temple, and he and I get on each other's nerves from time to time, but still love each other. Make sure you tell them you heard about it from us. Go to tjriggins.com/Temple team for the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Oh, look, our new subscribe button, where you can make sure you're getting the new shows right when they're posted. Find listening options for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, social media sites, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Every Monday, there's a fresh new episode of the TJ and Jody's House podcast, starring TJ and his wife, Jody. It's a look inside their lives, and you don't want to miss it. It's all brought to you by Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Go to tjriggins.com/mattress for more information. That's tjriggins.com/mattress.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
So Gen Z is having even more trouble dating. There's a new study out that's pretty alarming, especially if you're a younger person. But first, I want to mention on our Instagram story at TJ Riggins Show, you might have seen Lindsay's skincare routine last night. Really cool. Lindsay, what inspired you to do that?
Ooh, because I could shout for joy. It's called Love Indus, and they have the best products. Is my face not glowy?
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
You mean right now or in that video that's on the story?
Well, pretty much every day of my life now, because I just lather it on morning, noon, night,
Yeah.
and in that video. But
I love watching people's what they do to their face at night because it's such a process. But it's all if it works better if they're pretty looking.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to see me in there plucking eyebrows before I go to bed every night.
No offense. I mean, I love you, but I don't want to see you doing it. But yeah, this is really interesting, and people can save 20% using code TJ.
oh yes, use the code TJ. Go to tjriggins.com/deals. You're gonna get a good deal. But you're also gonna be super glowy.
Super glowy. You heard it here first. So tjriggins.com/deals. Use promo code TJ. Can you believe that?
Save money on a glow up.
Save money on a glow up. Absolutely. And speaking of glow ups, dating is really hard for everyone, but apparently it's even harder for Gen Z because experts say that the political divide has become so stark with Gen Z that they're not even willing to date somebody who doesn't strictly align with their political beliefs. Now, Gen Z is aged, I think it's like 18 to 27 maybe.
Yeah.
Or 26. But they say more young men are identifying as conservative. Young women, by and large, are identifying as liberal. And they said both genders are not willing to make any kind of moves towards the center or to date somebody across party lines. No. And they said this could be a problem.
Yeah.
You're letting the politics decide whether or not you can fall in love with somebody.
Right. And I completely understand it because it's your principles you're talking about. You're not just talking about, that you were raised in different environments. This is your core principles. It's like being, with someone who's a different religion, or if you're a Christian and they're atheists, and these girls got to start changing.
What? What was that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you want a better America, the girls have to change.
Well, they said the refusal to form relationships across ideological lines could reinforce echo chambers, reduce empathy, and limit the potential for political compromise in everyday life. People that aren't in relationships with you just makes you a hardline person for whatever you believe politically. So they said it could cause more problems with Gen Z. Now they say when you get married, you become one, right? You're the same, one soul, two bodies.
Yep.
Anything you haven't really aligned with and become one with your wife yet? Like, is there one thing that...
As far as a principle of
No.
something?
Like, she can't get down for, like, breakfast for dinner or something.
No, I mean, I'm sure she would have a lot of complaints about something that I refuse to do or whatever that she likes. But usually, I wouldn't think so. Just her saying that I don't turn lights off.
That's relatively minor.
Yeah.
In the whole scheme of things.
I mean, we wouldn't be married if we had different principles.
Yeah.
I would have been like the Gen Z, and so was she. Hard line.
I love that you did have a principal confirming you did, in fact, go to school.
Exactly. A principal.
You know it.
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Where are these huge discounts on great products? The deals page at tjriggins.com.
Check it out.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yeah.
What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
Listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
What?
Nothing. I was just acting goofy for the camera.
Acting like we. But yeah, I was looking at. I think my camera is not centered.
It is not. Now
It
that
is.
I'm looking.
Oh, when did that happen?
Well, it's all right. We're almost to the end of the show, so big deal.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. So one of the most beloved celebrities right now is a fellow named Jason, but people call him Jelly Roll.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's a really sweet man, very charming, and full of wonder. Like, he's such a huge star now, but every time he's out, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm getting to experience this, and this is great. So he's won over the hearts and minds of the American people.
Sure.
Now, I must say, I was a Jelly Roll fan before any of you bandwagon Johnny-come-latelys listening right now. I was a Jelly Roll fan when he was doing nothing but making mixtapes and stuff out of Van, when he was strictly hip-hop before he got into country music. So you losers think what you want. But he has a checkered past, and he's always put that out there, and he works with people who, like, he always goes on tour to different prisons and juvenile penitentiaries and things like that to show support for those who are there where he was at one time and all that. Well, he went before the Tennessee Board of Parole, and they have recommended that he receive a full pardon of his past felony conviction for aggravated assault, and that would no longer be on his record. And he said at his parole hearing, I want to be an inspiration for people who are now where I used to be, which is cool.
Yeah.
But some people have said that Jelly Roll is not as welcoming and nice and all of that kind of stuff to people who don't have trouble in their lives, like an addiction or trouble with the law and things like that. That he shuns people who have their stuff together.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard people say that. And I've met him, and he was cool to us.
Well, exactly. You've had some trauma.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, yeah. Thanks a lot, Riggins.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Lily & Grace offers a wide range of furniture, accessories, light fixtures, fabrics, gifts, as well as custom creations and renovations. Visit the truly stunning boutique online at tjriggins.com/LG or in person at their store in Mooresville, North Carolina. Experience high-quality products, exclusive designs, and timeless style at Lily & Grace. You need to plan your visit today to see the unmatched selection of items. They can help you transform your home into the perfect living space. Learn more at tjriggins.com/LG.
Introducing the new Media Center on the tjriggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
There's a new TJ and Riggins show each weekday morning at the new tjriggins.com. Sponsored by our new favorite non-alcoholic cocktail, RSRV Collective. Get 30% off using code TJ at the deals page at tjriggins.com.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Yay. So, Lindsay, how many Minions toys do you think your little baby has? Your baby named Brooks.
Realistically, I would say 32.
32. Now, are those just the little Minions figures, or are they other things that are Minion themed?
Minion figures.
Okay.
Tons.
All right. Well, there is a woman, and they describe her as a woman, so I guess she's an adult, because that's what a woman is, an adult female. So I went to detective schooling. She just set a Guinness World Record for her collection of Minions.
Get out.
She has 1,035 Minions figures, the little things.
No.
Yeah. So you need to tell Brooks that he's got to get on it.
Step his game up.
Yeah.
My wallet can't handle it.
Are they expensive? How much are those things? Because my son was into Thomas, the tank engine stuff.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff was kind of expensive, depending on which train you were buying and all that.
Yeah, I mean, the little ones range from $10 to $20. I mean, each.
Well, hers are, they're all in the box, in their boxes, and they're the figures, and they're also stuffed animals, like stuffed Minions.
Right.
And she's got a whole wall of her house that's this shelf that just has all the Minions organized on it.
I'm gonna get together all of his Minions and take a picture and see how this compares. I'm serious. We might have close.
She even has Minions couch covers.
Oh no!
Oh dear!
Yeah,
no.
she's got a little sectional couch in her basement. It looks like, and it's covered with Minions.
Oh, great!
Well, and the obvious difference is he's 3 and she's how old?
Well, yeah, she looks to be about 50.
Oh dear!
Or so.
Yeah.
But again, she says she started collecting them for her daughter back in 2010. And then that's the excuse.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Like, oh boy!
I wonder if she's selling any. We're missing some.
I doubt that she's selling any because she has a tattoo of a Minion on her forearm.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
the inside part of her forearm. She may be single, Riggins, so we'll find out. Hang on.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Subscribe to all the shows at tjriggins.com and never miss the latest episodes. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Oh, Bears legend Steve McMichael. Mongo.
Mongo, yeah.
Mongo McMichael passed away at the age of 67 from ALS, long battle with ALS. Best friends with Ric Flair, one of Ace's favorite wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, very favorite. Well, it's probably a tie with Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, absolutely.
American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
We used to have arguments about which era of wrestling was better. It was a real great conversation to be included on.
Yeah.
So he is trending this morning. The series finale of the show You on Netflix is now available on the streaming platform. It's season 5. So I know you were into this early on. Did you care? Did you stick with it to season 5?
No. I think season 3 was our last one.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Lindsay, you still watching it?
Yeah.
Is this one of those shows that you'll binge watch or you'll break it up to like savor it longer?
Well, what I like to do is start it and about a minute and a half in, kids come in and I pause it and I have to go do something and I come back and I watch 30 seconds and I have to pause it and go. So it's going to take me a long time, but I'm going to try to binge it.
But when we were into that, that's the type of show, though, that Jody can't binge. And it's not because she wants to savor it, and save it for later and all that. It's because it's too intense and it's long. Each episode's at least an hour. So she can't sit still she's got to be up and moving, doing stuff.
It's too long for her.
Yeah. I mean, it's just too much. It's too much.
Yeah. I've told you before, I can't watch things that are too intense while I'm eating for some reason.
Yeah.
Like high action, like Mission Impossible kind of stuff, James Bond, this. If it's really intense, I can't take it while I'm eating for some reason. I don't know why. I have to watch something sort of calm. I don't know why. So one of the top trending topics today, final season now on Netflix. Today is National Neck Care Day. They say no matter what you do to your face, you can always tell how old somebody is by their neck if they don't take care of it well.
Yeah, and hands.
Neck and hands, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, what happens to the neck when you get older? Is it just
It
wrinkles?
just gets wrinkly, and you know how a kid, when they've been outside playing and all, get those dirt lines in the crevices of their neck?
Yeah.
That's what it kind of looks like when you get older.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dirt lines in there. You know, the kid's got dirt lines in his neck.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
that's not a good reference since kids don't play outside
Kids
anymore.
don't really go outside. That's interesting, though. I like that.
I got good stuff for your neck. Go to my story. If you
There you go.
care.
I love that
Yeah.
plug, Lindsay. TJRiggins.com/deals. Save 30% with code TJ. Love to see it. And then Khloe Kardashian's got a new line of protein popcorn out. What does Khloe Kardashian know about protein popcorn? I don't know.
I bet it's
She's
delicious.
looking good now, though.
She is. More next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Okay, guys, I can't gatekeep this anymore. I cannot wait for you to try Love Indus skincare products. I am so obsessed with them. Love Indus has gotten awards in Cosmopolitan magazine, in Vogue, Beauty Best products. You're going to love Love Indus. It's a celebrated skincare line that blends South Asia's rarest ingredients with advanced dermatology. It consistently gets beauty reviews and rave reviews on the products. You have to check them out. Over 5-star reviews. It's insane. And I spoke with them, and they actually gave all the listeners of our show 21% off their entire order with code TJ. So get it at loveindus.com or the deals page at tjriggins.com/deals.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A Peyton's Promise button, where our great radio family goes to assist in helping everyone in our community. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
You're listening to the TJ and Riggins Show Birmingham, sponsored by Mandu at 2825 and a half 18th Street South, or find out about your first session being free at tjriggins.com/fitness.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
I was just made aware it's a very special anniversary this month. April 2025 is 40 years since one of the biggest brand failures of all time.
40 years?
40 years. April 1985, TJ.
New Coke.
New Coke. Introduced 40 years ago in April of 1985.
I wish y'all could have been there for it.
What was that time like, brother?
It was insane. And you got to think, there was no social media to get people energized about it or any of that kind of stuff. I mean, it was crazy, especially in the South.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Coke is a Southern product.
Sure.
And, I mean, so many people in the South drink so much Coke that's why they refer to all soft drinks as the generic term Coke.
Yeah.
And it is too sweet. It's flat. It tastes like Pepsi. If we wanted Pepsi, we'd drink Pepsi.
Yeah.
It led every news cast for a week or more. And then when they announced, okay, we're bringing it back and we're going to call it, you know, we'll have both. We'll have Coca-Cola Classic.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the new Coke. You can choose. And then finally just phased out the new Coke, and old Coke came back. And people always suspect that it was a publicity stunt all the way around.
I don't know. I mean, I found out this morning that they didn't discontinue it until 2001. It was around for a while.
Yeah.
And they quickly rebranded it after they brought back Coca-Cola Classic to Coke 2, which I don't even remember. But yeah, they said the formula was sweeter, and the people that tried it actually liked it better than the original Coke. They think the problem was that they didn't take into consideration the way people felt about Coke.
Yeah.
Not the actual flavor itself, but the meaning Coke had in their life. And if that's true, that's wild.
Well, because there was also the Pepsi challenge that Pepsi did, and they would just get people at random at airports and whatever and say, you take the Pepsi challenge.
Yeah.
And then you taste the Pepsi, then you taste the Coke, and then they said more people were choosing Pepsi side by side.
Yeah.
When they unveiled which was which. I did it one time at a mall in Shreveport. They pulled me aside to do the Pepsi challenge. I did.
And which one did you like? Do you remember?
I picked Coke.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a Coke drinker. I love Coke. But yeah, they call it, the biggest brand failure of all time. And then they also put McDonald's McDLT or something on the list.
One side's cool and the other side's hot.
I remember Ace talking about that. And then a couple of the Pontiac Aztec. It was an SUV that didn't look great. But 40 years ago. Yeah, it was weird. 40 years ago this month, new Coke introduced and had a good run.
Yeah, and I was 27.
Oh.
No, I wasn't.
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Make your company part of the new radio explosion. Go to tjriggins.com/explosion. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.